Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button, then turn that notification button on right now. With the amount of talent WWE has at its disposal, it's easy for the superstars to get lost in the shuffle. Former champions find themselves in the mid-card role, while the others find it difficult to get a decent amount of airtime. With WWE bringing back former superstars, as well as bringing NXT Superstars to the main roster, the opportunities only dry up as performers try to recapture their past glory. Saying that, the roster shakeup could hand these superstars a new lease on life in the company. Few Raw superstars are sent to SmackDown Live, while a couple of superstars from the Blue brand make their way to WWE's flagship show. The talent that isn't able to push themselves into the upper card of Monday Night Raw can do so on SmackDown Live, and vice versa. In this video, we will take a look at 10 superstars that need to be moved in the roster shakeup. When Apollo was brought to the main roster from NXT, the superstar showed so much promise. It seemed unlikely that the WWE can mess things up with him. Apollo is naturally athletic, is freakishly strong, and has proved time and time again that he can put on good matches with almost anyone. However, he was relegated to a lower mid-card role before he became a part of Titus Worldwide. And while the duo have challenged for the tag team titles, it was obvious that WWE wasn't planning on putting the titles on Apollo and Titus O'Neil. Moving to SmackDown Live could prove to be the best case scenario for the superstar. In the past, we have seen superstars such as Jinder Mahal thrive after moving to SmackDown Live, and Apollo could reap the same rewards. It's unfortunate that WWE has put Sasha on the sidelines. Sasha is a 4-time Raw's Women's Champion, but hasn't had a meaningful run with the championship. Banks has the looks, the charisma, and the in-ring skills to carry the women's division, but has been playing second fiddle to Bliss for over a year on Raw. Banks has been pretty vocal on Twitter, pushing the company to give her more of a meaningful role. While Sasha and Bayley are currently involved in a program, WWE is yet again hesitating to pull the trigger with the rivalry. Banks is one of the best talents WWE has at its disposal in the women's division, and with the boss not being used properly on Raw, she would do so much better on SmackDown Live. Banks could also revive her rivalry with Charlotte Flair, with the two putting on some memorable matches in the past. The Lone Wolf was expected to reach for the stars after winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. He, however, had to bide his time for the right opportunity to present itself, and when he was handpicked to win the Money in the Bank ladder match, guaranteeing him a shot at the WWE title, many felt WWE were prepping him to become a future champion. However, all the hype amounted to nothing as Corbin failed to cash in his contract, while the United States champion was later draped over his shoulder. He had very little momentum, and Corbin has failed to impress people on SmackDown Live. Baron has the looks and is a decent in-ring performer and could become a major player in the company. If WWE invests in the superstar, it almost feels like his time on SmackDown has come to an end, and Corbin would do better on Raw, where he can feud with other superstars and once again climb the ladder and show the company his worth. The last kicker is now an afterthought on SmackDown Live and hasn't had a meaningful feud in months. When she was first brought to the main roster along with Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks, Lynch was part of the women's revolution and was expected to take the division to greater heights. Lynch was also part of the historic triple threat match at WrestleMania, but her stock has since plummeted in the company. While Becky is a former SmackDown Women's Champion, her run with the title was poorly booked, and that hurt her credentials as a champion. Becky has already feuded with most of the women on SmackDown Live, and needs a new challenge to revive her career. Saying that, moving to Raw would undoubtedly help her, and Becky can find herself being a contender for the Raw Women's Championship. There was a time when the thought of Dash and Dawson running through the tag team divisions on the main roster excited the fans. The former NXT tag team champions haven't had much success on Raw, and while they are set to face Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt for the vacant Raw tag team titles, it is difficult to imagine the Revival winning the tag team titles with little to no build-up. WWE has a knack of throwing tag teams together, and considering the fact that Dash and Dawson weren't even featured in a tag team match at WrestleMania, doesn't bode well for the duo. However, moving to SmackDown Live could help both the superstars, as WWE would likely change the landscape of the division after the superstar shakeup. Similar to Becky Lynch, Natalya is a former SmackDown Women's Champion who has seen her spot being taken away and is currently left without a meaningful rivalry. Natalya is a veteran in the business and has been in WWE for over a decade. With Charlotte Flair's dominance in the division, there is very little chance that Natalya could once again win the women's title. Natalya is also one of the best workers in the company, and if given the time and opportunity, can put on excellent matches. While the WWE might be looking for other superstars to crown as champions, she can be the workhorse who carries the younger stars and have good matches. Natalya still has a lot to offer in the WWE and can do exactly that on Raw. When Anderson and Gallows signed with the WWE, they came to the company as a proven tag team that ran roughshod at New Japan Pro Wrestling. As members of the Bullet Club, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows were feared in Japan. Their initial few months in the WWE still saw them having their daunting aura, where the other teams feared to get in the ring with the duo. However, they were a mere afterthought on Raw today. While the WWE had the option of putting them together with Balor, the creative team decided to keep Finn away, and the club haven't had much success on the roster. As a team, they are one of the best in the company and have proved time and time again that they are more capable of carrying the division on their shoulders. It's quite obvious that they won't go anywhere on Raw and would greatly benefit from moving to SmackDown Live. Anderson and Gallows won't be booked as single competitors, so it makes sense for WWE to send them to SmackDown Live, where they can prove their worth and go after the SmackDown Tag Team titles. When Zayn turned heel, helping his longtime friend Kevin Owens in the process, many perceived it to be the rebirth of Sami Zayn. The WWE fans saw Sami as a clean-cut babyface that could never do wrong. It was unbelievable for the fans to see Zayn become a devious villain that he is now. While Owens and Zayn are currently jobless, with Bryan's return to the in-ring competition, one feels that Zayn would be deprived of opportunities on SmackDown Live. Not too long ago, Sami was drafted to the Blue brand to give him more opportunities. While Zayn has since become one of the hottest acts on the show, his time on SmackDown Live might have to come to an end. It will be interesting to see what WWE does with Sami, but he might be better off moving to Monday Night Raw. Similar to Zayn, Owens currently does not have a home, and the former Universal Champion appeared on Raw this week looking for a job. Kevin Owens is one of the best heels in the company, and his attack on Vince McMahon last year showed WWE's faith in the superstar. Unfortunately, Owens had to compete with the likes of AJ Styles and Shinsuke, who were earmarked to face each other at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship. Bryan's return might see him challenge Styles for the WWE title next, which would leave Owens out in the cold. Kevin and Sami deserve better than to be side attractions, and Owens could go back to his old stomping grounds where he made a massive impact, challenging John Cena for the United States Championship. WWE can play up the free agency aspect of Owens and Zayn before the duo find their way to Monday Night Raw. The first ever Universal Champion not only never got his deserved title shot, but has been brushed aside, with Reigns and Lesnar expected to continue the rivalry for the next few months. In fact, Balor has lost all of his momentum, and the once great superstar now looks like a man out of his depth. Balor is incredibly talented, and his demon persona went over well with the audience. For some reason, WWE does not see Finn as championship material, and the superstar is now involved in a rivalry for the Intercontinental title. SmackDown Live is shaping up to be the roster of the workhorses, with the likes of AJ Styles, Shinsuke, and Daniel Bryan, all expected to be involved in WWE title picture over the coming months. Balor would be a great addition to the roster and could find himself challenging for the WWE title in the near future. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope I did not sound like a whisper this time. I know, it's my voice, it sucks. But if you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to see future content. Okay? You don't want to miss out.